Sean with Banks Brews, and today we're talking cocktails. But we're going to put a little twist on today's cocktail recipes. It's all going to be compiled based off of the starting five of, you may have guessed, Minnesota Timberwolves. NBA All-Star Weekend's coming up in a few weeks, and it's my favorite All-Star Weekend of any of the major sports. And so I wanted to do some cocktails based off of the NBA. Start with the Timberwolves, Minnesota home team, a cocktail that represents each one of those players. First one we have is, of course, my favorite player. I think if you are outside of Minnesota and you haven't heard of this guy, get on it. He's hands down one of the best players in the NBA. In my opinion, he got screwed out of the NBA All-Star voting. You can see him also in the movie Hustle, which is a great movie. Kind of got over Adam Sandler, but this is a good one. It's fun. Plays a more serious role, and this guy is featured in that. If you haven't guessed it by now, that's Anthony Edwards, aka Ant. Making this cocktail with standard gin, but I definitely, if you can find Green Ant gin, that is what this drink would typically be made with. Why this drink is called the Green Ant. It's a very simple recipe. If you don't have Green Ant gin, which again, a lot of you may not, you could just use typical gin, and then that Green Ant gin is typically going to give it more of like a coriander almost type of flavor. And you could just sprinkle a tad bit of coriander on top. That's what I did in this case. Checked a few different local liquor stores and couldn't find it for this video. So I just used a standard gin and, like I said, sprinkled some coriander on top. Check out the recipe. Anthony Edwards, aka Ant, aka Green Ant Gin and Tonic. Cheers.
On the move and the throwdown! Led by as many as 28. Edwards! It's a 10.
This next drink represents our newest addition during the off season. The Frenchman is actually secretly, in fourth place at the moment in rebounds in the league. And I think a lot of Minnesota fans are kind of mixed on this addition to our team. Our team hasn't been playing up to the standards that we all thought, but I think he's been doing some great things. Wish he had better hands, but again, those rebounds, fourth in the league out of how many All-Stars you have, I think that's pretty big. So this next one's the Rudy Gobert, or the 10 Strike is what it's called. A French drink, and it's kind of unique. Not quite my taste, and I'll tell you a little bit why. Ten Cat or Rudy Gobert. That one's not for me, but give it a shot if you like black licorice.
Won't get the bounce. Gobert is fifth man. Anderson, a little Euro. The lob to Gobert. Beautifully done.
Speaking of NBA All-Star Weekend, this big man actually won the three-point shooting contest last year. People don't understand how much he does for this team. It can be a little bit of a whiner sometimes, which is I think why our team gets frustrated with him. But it's Cat, Karl Anthony Towns. He's been injured most of the season, so we haven't seen much of him, but I'm excited for when he gets back, and we put all the pieces back together. And this one's called the Big City Cat. Karl Anthony Towns, aka Big Cat, Big City Cat. It's dry yet delicious, refreshing. It's a great drink. Good stuff.
11 turnovers tonight for San Antonio.
Let him have it.
Towns, the three, drills it.
Timeout.
Towns! the deck.
Towns shoots it again. That time he's got it. 60 for Karl Anthony Towns.
This next player is barely 21, and he barely looks like he's even 21. We have Jaden McDaniels, aka the Jardin Verde. Jaden McDaniels, or the Jardin Verde.
Defensive concepts. No, they're not giving all the answers to the test, obviously. Oh my goodness.
McDaniels takes it away. He's got an open rack. And McDaniels the stuff.
I saved the best drink for last. I found this drink on this page that I found here, and it has been absolutely one of my favorite drinks that I've had over the last couple months. Represents this last player perfectly, and not only that, but again, any excuse I can find to show off this drink, I wanted to. It is called the Limelight, and this is D'Angelo Russell. It's essentially two different drinks within one. Has that bitter at the bottom, and then starts off with that sweet whiskey at the top, with a little bit of fire on top. Kind of the same thing you get with D'Angelo Russell. You know, I'm bitter half the time that I watch him play, and then every once in a while he just catches fire. So here is the Limelight, aka D'Angelo Russell. In a lowball glass, got the D-Lo Limelight, absolute favorite drink of mine. Definitely recommend checking this one out. Has changes flavors halfway through, and you're gonna absolutely love this one. Fun one to make. Cheers.
Trail this entire first quarter after this start, and Towns
More quickly, Russell behind the back. Beasley for the stuff.
Again, JJ throws it up to D'Lo, who drops it off for Malik Beasley, who hammers it home. That's nice.
There's the starting five of the Minnesota Timberwolves and the different cocktails that they represent. Tell me which team I should do next. A lot of fun making these different drinks. Tell me what your favorite drink is out of these. Like I said, my personal is that Limelight drink. Absolutely amazing. But I also love the gin tonic. Just a good refreshing drink that you can have pretty much year round. Not a black licorice fan, so that one didn't stick with me too much, but maybe you might really enjoy that drink. So just kind of tell me again what your favorite is of these, or which team I should do next. Thanks for following along. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you later.